Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Demo, Golden Treasure The Great Green. Dieses Spiel ist eine Simulation. Dieses Spiel an sich ist auch noch nicht draußen. Ihr könnt bis jetzt nur die Demo spielen. Es kommt im Juni 2019 raus. Wann genau ist noch nicht festgelegt. 15. Juni, glaube ich. 15. Juni war es. Und ich bin echt gespannt. Das Game ist ja wie gesagt ein RPG, Indie ist es und es ist teils auch mit Abenteuer, so ein bisschen märchenhaft erzählt. Und wie gesagt eine Simulation. Ich bin wirklich gespannt. Settings. Oh, ist das süß. Ich mache mal eben ein bisschen den Sound einen Ticken leiser. Und ich bin wirklich gespannt. New Life. A box with a hanger's key on light. The golden treasure inside is it? What is it? Bilbo Baggins, the Hobbit. Also ein Zitat von den Hobbits ist auch drin, ne? Fängt schon gut an. You are alone in the chamber. He is in a wall with surrounds you utterly in every direction on every side. The wall is made of love and it's embraced you. It's inherent goodness in the obvious and complete truth. Where's a ribbon in the chamber, a bead in the flower which always been. Is this the only way you can tell between sleeping and waking? Waking when awake, you can feel the rhythm, and when asleep you cannot. Which time do you enjoy most? I enjoy being awake. I prefer to quiet to sleeping times. Be awake. Hat das Auswirkungen auf die Story? Das würde mich mal interessieren. Enjoy being awake, ja. Even now, in the beginning you reach toward change, toward the future. The fruit of the ribbon promises everything to you and will soon blossom into reality. You have against the large when after a time you heard the voice. At first you did know now what was a voice, only a strange sensation unfolding in your mind. A soothing warmth pulse of orange color and a comforting taste of brimstone on your tongue. And yet you are alone here in the chamber. Couldn't there be something outside? You reach out, forming a colored echo, and your truth in sending it beyond your reality. And you are rewarded with an explosion of purest joy racing through your essence and enjoying through your mind. In time, you learn the difference between the emotions, the colors of the mind, what the voice outside the wall wouldn't purr in you through its mind song and wish you wouldn't pour back, and so discover happiness and sadness, anger and calm, fear and curiosity, and an immeasurable spectrum of iris. And when the image come, pictures edges and neon relive in your mind by the song of the voice. Where are images of amazing beings, of stately tree, and honorable valley stone, and of a shadowy stream, and murmuring sea, and of the great giver, who is also called sun, and of the great birther who resides from sun and gives birth to all things, who is also called earth. Earth and sun are the greatest of beasts, mightiest of the other animals, but next to them I might are your people, the true children of above and below, the kin unto each other, we also called drake. The voice when asks you a question,
Oh tiny kin you to be, what shall you become? Sun the radiest one, the great giver who rules and slay, it is the flame we reburn each day. Our earth through cradle dances to the sun's music,
who nurtures peaceful in omniscient, births are all good beats, know all the silent secrets, and abides forever. For me is the power and the glory and the rise on the fall above. I wish to be sun. For me is the nothing and the healing and dance of the circle. I wish to be earth. Das ist interessant. Rise in the fall of the above. Ist schwierig so zu sagen, tatsächlich. Wie nehmen wir das? Hui. Aber es ist sehr atmosphärisch halt gestaltet.
The voice responds by singing a vision and feeling of cool, damp earth pregnant with green life into you. On the path lies a power, hidden but great. May you find a deeper peace amidst the violence of existence. You have against a large amount. Okay. Time has a little meaning in the chamber, mangled only by the rhythm with you. The wall also seems to embrace you just a little more closely with each moment. The voice from outside lives and returns again and again, continuing to instruct you gently and at a slow pace, ensuring what you can receive its song and build yourself around it. It teaches you at the many good beats whose are fur in the scale and fever and thin. Some are swift like the hoping longer, and some are powerful like the horned crazes, but all are good and all have their own music. Most importantly, it teaches you the two great loves. First, without destroyer. To live is good, and you may only preserve your life by tearing away the life of others. You must destroy. Find that which calls to you and destroy it, and take it into yourself and grow mighty. If you fail to destroy, you will waste away, and by yourself destroy it, and all your music will become silence. Second, that you are a creator. All creators are one of two kids. Givers who gives of their essence during the dance of creation, or breathers who receive the essence and breathe new life from it, bringing it for in the fullness of time. Sorry, wenn ich mal so Stings habe, aber es sind manchmal Wörter drin. Muss ich mal so ein bisschen Luft holen. When you have grown great, you must seek out another who is also great enough opposite nature, and through the dance of the creation become a source of the future. If you fail in this, the destiny of the children of heaven and earth will waste away, and where they might have been the echo of your music in the time beyond yourself, where will be only silence. So was, and shall be. Where is the brief silence? I ask you for silence. I ask you to the voice as my creator. What is one of the whose dance created me? I ask you how to dance of creation. I ask whoever is possible to live without destroying others, oder I quietly consider is deep without myself and started to answer for the voice. I ask how to dance with creation. I ask whether possible. I quietly consider it deep within myself. Turning inward, you open your essence unto yourself, and where you find the laws written like trailing of burning light upon your innermost spaces. The voice told you a truth. You are indeed a destroyer and creature above. Life hangs in the dance between. You have against some each mastery. Okay, geht das immer so weiter?
Beyond the two great laws sings the voice with a one lesser law. Is it not great? If you violate it, you shall not be destroyed. Nevertheless, taste this truth and chain it for your mind. You must seek treasure. Treasure comes in many kinds, but you will know it when you find it. Treasure is something rare and of worth to all of the true children of heaven and earth. By taking treasure as your own, you shall prove your greatness to other kind. Whatever obtained by strength of your body, of your mind, or any other thing, it's matter not. All that matters is what you must gather to treasure to yourself. Some are obvious but will gather it, and some require little strange but are difficult to find. None true of above, obvious and easily obtained, or wayward is the treasure. If I don't need it to arrive, why must I seek a treasure? What is the greatest treasure? All of the treasures just can't be smelled and touched and seen. Will you give me a treasure, great voice? The voice sung suddenly, tony darkly crimson. Never! It sing in a painful tongue we've cut across your mind. Learn this. You will be given nothing. All things you must take with your own bearing. No kin will give to another without a price beyond paid. In this there is the truth and honor and the groove of the strength through untold eons of hardening and happy strife. Fight for your treasure. You must fight something with your body, and some things with your mind, and something with your area essence, but always you will earn treasure and never be given it. Steel yourself for the battle which never ends, which is called life. Love the battle and own with pride it gains and its loses. This is the shade of wisdom. You have against some of cool. Okay. The voice songs grows softer.
Now I leave you, my skin and my creation. You may never hear my song again. No. 1 hours. I have imparted the true great laws, as is my dusty. You are a destroyer, and you are a creator, and where the truth are woven into you like warmest into bleeded flame. If you case it to be a destroyer or creator, you will no longer begin. And you now of the lesser law, the seeking, ich kann schon fast gar nicht mehr sprechen vor lauter Lesen, the seeking and taking a treasure. For you must survive and be wealthy and strong of body. If you have no treasure, you will never be called great among the kin, you will never know the pleasure of the dance of the creation, and you create yourself with languish in the cricket void. In all other laws of holds, which alone bind us. Remember what you are, drag kin. All other beings of this world must stand in the shadow of your beautiful and terrible music. The ribbon with your feel now flowing through the ribbon of life. To have the ribbon reserved you to be alive, to be silent without the rhythm is the perfect sign of death. Nature shall know by your guide, companion, and opponent your friend, enemy, and always your teacher. There is no being born of earth, the great birther and sun, the great giver, greater than you. The music of our people is great. Rejoice knowing to your essence has been woven into such a body, and that such a fate is yours.
When you at last escape from the wall which I have put around you, both to keep you safe and to test you now, when you will free to begin the great adventure with some call of you. And this is the final message, the idea of yourself exploring from potential and reality. The voice fades and is gone. You know what I will not return. How do you feel in this moment? We'd have to feel excited to be remembered by a creator. Nothing. Perhaps the images and smells and the feelings and the voice protected you in your mind are truth, and perhaps they didn't not. Songs are songs and silence is so long. You wonder if you've ever a true silence. For a time you are left alone again within the chamber. You feel the measured beating of your rhythm. Without you on adrift in and out of consciousness. The wall seems to haven't got a smaller, hugging you tightly indeed. Your ribbon has smeared into a mighty short, and your breath is violence against your legs. Suddenly, and without warning, the voices returns. It is not a measured song rife with uttered sigils at the last time, but a lyric gash and feelings adheres and suddenly threw upon you. Beware the other's hate, the no-tails, the flat faces. Beware their terrible music. Beware the seed of the others. Beware. And suddenly there is an absolute silence. A space left behind when something shouldn't have been. Was wird ja spannend jetzt? Also wir müssen halt immer so Texte lesen und hier außerhalb passiert halt immer was. Wir haben gerade Herzschlag. No other voices into your mind. A few times you think you may be reciting a song, but I already proved to be simply yourself, ensuring tiny hopes, fear and dreams. Meanwhile, the wall which is made of love and which has always embraced you, is caressing you very tightly. It's love. Once so pure and being has become toxic, you are pressured so mercilessly you can barely breathe, and to make matters worse, you feel a horrible emptiness, a draining without your core. You must do something. Push against the wall, be still and silent, breathe and wait. Ja, wir bleiben stehen und warten ab. The wall loves and know what is the best for you, and yet. You grow weaker on the left comfortable with each passing moment. At the last, you are so confident that you cannot even breathe. The wall is going to love you into destruction. Panic sets in, overreeling your mind and slowing your actions to your must be basic self. You trash and struggle and gasp, and for the first time you know true, complete and utter fear. Wir haben Angst. But at last, through your fear and your mad dance, you cause a breathing of everything what you have even known. It falls agonizingly slowly to pieces, the wall cracking and crunching as the symbolist fails and succeeds in its true mission. You hear not only with your mind but with your ears, and see not only with your mind but with your true eyes. Cover it in the ruins of wall, you emerge and out of potential existence and into your life. Sorry nochmal für mein Bad English, aber wir haben gerade, wo ich aufnehme, 1:30. Ich denke mal, das kann man verstehen. Also morgens, also nachts. You gave against... Okay, jetzt bin ich gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Na nö. Oh, wir sind ja ein Ei. Wir sind ein Drachenei. Habe ich schon gesagt? Ich glaube nicht. Wir sind ein Drachenei, das gerade schlüpft. Na nö. Und jetzt geht's eigentlich erst los. Part 1. For the structure what we raise, time is with material filed. Our todays and yesterdays are the blocks where we build. This alone can we attain to the truth to it, where the eye see the world as one raised plain, and the boundless reach of sky have we long follow the builders.
Jetzt geht's erst richtig los. Wir sind gerade geschlüpft.
You are somewhere inside the body of Earth, the great birther. You see me soft-fleshed and reindeer, and where the grasping roots of the trees are block-baited by stones, with a stone blinding at you. Where he tastes of comfort in slumber, and your own body feels as truth as is the good condition. But you feel a burning in your core. You know what is the destroyer within, eager for substance, ich kann schon nicht mal sprechen, substance to your full your being. If you fail to find anything to destroy, the emptiness will overtake you and your life will be lost. You sense nothing to consume here through. A few illuminating rays tumble in it from above, but your vision is still dim and unsteady. Perhaps you couldn't leave this place but are crawling up to the tangle of roots overhead. Whenever you consider a task which you alone cannot conquer, you will get a sense of whatever you will success or fail based on your elemental attributes. Climbing up the roots will require a certain amount of fluidity and flexibility, which are the domain of the water element. Also es hat ja auch sehr viel mit Elementen zu tun, also Erde, Wasser, Luft und Feuer. So, red indicates that you cannot succeed, at the least, not without problems in your current state. While green indicates you're feeling what you certainly can. Yellow means that is too close to be sure you may or may not succeed. As you make choices, your health and energy may be affected as well. Success brings benefits, but be not too afraid of failure. Through it are being learned and grow strong. My success had little to teach. Now choose newborn. What will you do? Wir sind ja gerade erst geschlüpft, ne, als kleiner Babydrache. Examine what is left of the wall, claw your way through the heart. Claw your way through, Ich würde sagen, wir gehen mal mit dem Wasser. You have against... what will you do? You have lost a little energy. What will you do? Examine what is the left of the wall. Claw your way through the heart, urge toward in the direction of Earth's embrace. Claw what you... Ich würde die Mitte sagen. The depths of the rain. You have against some... what? You have lost little energy. Examine the soul. You have lost a little energy.
Na nö, das sind wir.
This space is much larger than the last, and though you are still shadowed by Earth's body, light is more plentiful here. You may be approaching his skin. A clean and soft flavor slides across your tongue. Water the comforter and supporter of all life is here gathered into a still body before you. Something within you resonates with it, drawing you towards it. What is your will? Draw closer to the water, leave the leafless place behind. The light outside calls againstly. Sollen wir zum Wasser gehen oder draußen hin? Ich würde sagen zum Wasser erstmal, oder? Wir sind ja gerade erst geschlüpft. Leave this place behind. Okay, wir gehen mal zum Behind. Wir machen das Behind mal. You have no time to waste. You smell possibility upon the moving air flows into the gloomy space. Forward to the light. Boah, das ist schön gemacht. Now, when you have emerged from the great mirror's flash, you can see him more completely, and your power and beauty are beyond your wildest hope. The trees are her fears, and the mountains her spine. Her breath in the wind, and her essence flow in the streams, rivers, and the distant sea. Above you, sun, the great giver, shines with your own endless essence down upon earth. He blazes above you, mighty in his glory, beautiful and shameless in his circle, dance of creation, by which all that carries by riven off with life, ultimately begotten. The air between runs is sweet with life and light, the fruit of rare onion. The wind blows, teasing your wings, a wild desire to treat the air to rise above fights you. What will you do? Es ist doch ein bisschen laut. Gib mir eine Minute. So. Embrace the wind, speed your wings and fly. Ignore your limits, climb down from the premises safely. Wir gehen mal nach unten. Bin ich gespannt. Es dauert immer ein bisschen mit der Leserei, ist auch nicht jedermanns Sache, aber ich finde es cool gemacht. Wir sind ein kleiner Drache. As you climb down the last few stones from the propriety and arrived in the lightly wooded valley below, some kind of a small flying beast call out to you from nearby tree. It stands out against in the surroundings in surroundings in bold black and white. Is a white black one of a people now with fear clearness, ruthless and fondness for shiny objects. Its love at you and mocks you with a dignity song. The mighty darkened one ruled all other things. Nowhere dare not even use their own wings. Doomed by confidence lurk in them caves, grasping with sinking old golden graves. Ka 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 ka.
Of this land you may become overlord, but be not too proud of your great shining heart. Why my people grow mighty in this number and fame, of your weak, broken tribe free indeed yet remain. Quack, quack, quack.
How will you respond? Ripple with a monk song of your own? Enter the mockery, call me, attempt to get it to a secret, attack to insult. Geh mal auf Erde. Also es hat sehr viel mit Elementen zu tun und dementsprechend reagiert man halt auch. Was ich tatsächlich auch interessant finde. Es ist natürlich nicht jedermanns Spiel, das ist klar. Ich finde es sehr interessant. Es ist schön gestaltet so an sich. Haven't completely felt it a shame of disturb you. It reversed the fleas interpreted by your numble comber. As it does it so, it drops a small shiny object which you take for your own, along with the certification of having proven your own superiority simply by not playing a shallow game. Shinestorm Bumble. Why simple and lacking any special powers, was Bubble reminds you and your very first success. Cool. Haben wir bekommen. Interessant. Moving on. You allow the hillside to guide you downward. You have been following the path of the swift-running river for some time when you are struck by a powerful scent. flicking your tongues out. You taste the scarlet essence of one of the kin of the breeze, floating on twine rings of pain and decay, with another flavor as well. Something strange, something animal, but not. Something other. So, ich würde mal sagen, es geht sofort für euch eigentlich weiter in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dann. Bye bye.